When it comes to elections or by-elections in this country of ours, it's very important that we all get out and voice our opinion at the ballot box. We've got to, otherwise we're going to continue in the same vein as we are. We saw the results of the Rochdale by-election yesterday, where George Galloway was returned as the MP for Rochdale. Now, we know from looking at the media where his loyalties lie, and on the back of the support for what he was actually elected. I mean, look at this picture here and pay very close attention to the flag behind him, and you can see what got him in. Now, when I did my video yesterday analysing the political impotence, I suppose, of the whole situation, people were very quick to say, oh, he got in because of a certain demographic, and you know, we've got this problem popping up all over the country. Just out of interest, I happened to Google how the population of Rochdale is made up from one person to another. You can see the results right here, and you know, the percentage breakdown. Now, when we look at the election results themselves, yet again we've got a situation where a known figure has got in because of what's happened with the other parties. The Tories have cocked it up totally. Labour made a complete mess of it. And as we know, Reform, fielding an ex-Labour man, it was a complete disaster all around. And because of the apparent demographic, George got in. Now, what I'm concerned with is what the true meaning of the numbers are. What really happened, because if you look at these results here, it will tell you that George Galloway got 40% of the votes, and you think, oh wow, a landslide, 6,000 votes more than his most immediate competition he got. But was it really 40%? Now, if we have a look at the population of Rochdale, now out of those, how many are registered to vote? How many, you know, make up the electorate? Well, as of 2023, and again you can see here from last year's count, it's 77,782 people are actually registered to vote in Rochdale. Now, out of those people, how many turned up? How many turned up to vote? What was the size of the vote count? Well, I can tell you, 31,107. So that is a great deal of individuals missing. Disenfranchised, there's your majority right there. Now, what demographic were they? Or were they disenfranchised voters who think, what's the point? And what difference would they have made if they came out to vote? You have to think about those things. We saw this in Wellingborough as well. The size of the electorate that stayed indoors because they were disenfranchised. People need to come out and people need to vote, because otherwise we ain't going to change anything and we're going to get stuck in the same old merry-go-round. Paz49, my friend, did a very good video yesterday about dark days ahead for Britain if this pattern continues, and I'm afraid I'm inclined to agree. I'll stick the link in the description to his video so you can go over and have a look at that. But you have to wonder what direction this country is going in. Just to put it in perspective, here's George Galloway, right? He got 12,335 votes out of that election, and he was returned, and they're saying 40%. Do you want to know what the truth is? Now, bear in mind, earlier I said the size of the electorate was 77,782. It's not 40%. It's 15.85%. So the whole of Rochdale now has an MP who was voted by 15.85% of an electorate, because many people just wouldn't come out. Do you see what's happening here? If you don't come out and you don't say your piece, then you will be stuck with somebody you may not want. It's all well and good saying, oh, what's the point? Well, we have to do it. Otherwise, what's the alternative? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit the like button, share the hell out of this, because people need to understand these figures. And as always, I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.